Well, hello. Welcome to your mid-month numerology reading here at Metaphysical Roundtable. I'm Jennifer, and I just very excited. We're returning to the mid-month numerology. Again, second month in a row. We're going to see how this works. Here we are entering into mid-July. We have Saturn going retrograde on the 13th. We have Mercury going retrograde on the 17th. I know. And we have a new moon in Leo on the 24th. So, yeah, we're entering Leo season because, the sun goes into Leo on the 22nd. So, very exciting. Very exciting time. Can't wait to see what's going on with your individual life path numbers. I will be using 2 card decks if I get to the second deck. I didn't last time. But I will be using Chris Ann's Light Seer Tarot. Love that deck. The Light Seer's Tarot is awesome. It really is. One of my favorites for the past couple of years. And I will also be using SpiritSong by Paulina, Cassidy. Also one of my favorites. But again, if I get to the second deck, that's where we are. So let's get into it and let's see what's going on with your mid-month numerology. Almost forgot, before I go any further, I do have a new overhead camera. I'm still working out the kinks with this camera, so forgive me if the color's a little off, if the lighting's a little off. It seems to be a very sensitive camera, which, I like a little sensitivity. I do. But, it keeps, I'm trying to get something that's going to be a clearer picture for you guys. And it was a no-brainer when I bought the Canon for the front-facing, let's say. But the overhead camera has been a little bit of a dilemma for me. So, if you're listening and you have some suggestions, I'm open to it. But for now, we are trying a different overhead camera. And we're going to see how this works out. It is, again, it's a process. We're working through it. So just let me know if it's like driving you crazy because it's constantly focusing, or if it's, if it works well with you. Yeah, we're going to see. All right, let's check out what your individual numerology is. Hello, Life Path 11. Well, welcome to your mid-month numerology. I took a little break, had some dinner, sweating the whole time. Oh my gosh, it's so hot outside. So it's hot in the kitchen when you start like cooking. Oh, it's just, it's unpleasant. I'll say that. But it's okay. It's all right. We're winding down the day. So it should, in theory, be getting like a little bit cooler. But that's all right. It's July in the South. What are you going to do? All right. So Life Path 11. July is a 9-month for you. And in case I haven't mentioned it in the last 5 seconds, it's a 9-year. So you're doubling down on that energy of transition, completion, releasing. Clearing out the clutter, just realizing like that you need to move forward with logic and look at your choices. This is fantastic for you. It really is, because you're all about inspiration, intuition, illumination, and you're ready to convert those dreams into reality. Fantastic. All right, so let's see what we've got for you in the cards. Whew, my goodness. So we do still have a lot going on here at the mid and the end of the month. Neptune went retrograde at the beginning of the month. Saturn is going retrograde here in like the next day and a half. And we have Mercury going retrograde on the 17th, new moon in Leo on the 24th, and the 30th, Venus goes into Cancer. A lot of good stuff happening. So let's see what's going on with you, Life Path 11. Let's see what's going on with my cat. Seriously. Okay, I wanted to pull that because it jumped out. Okay. This is interesting. All right, Life Path 11. So I feel like we're starting out here with the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is planting seeds and watching them grow. It's planting ideas. It's planting things. It's investing. It's putting energy out there, like acquiring knowledge and like letting it grow. It just takes a minute to get fruit from this. It does. But you're moving in such a good direction here. You really are. And this is the energy that you brought with you into July from June. So whatever it is that you started in June, I feel like you're going in a good place. You're making some progress. And the reason why I say you're making progress is because the King of Wands coming in, he's a hard worker, dude. He's ambitious. He's a hard worker. He listens. He's not going to ask you to do something he wouldn't do. He's getting in there and like supporting the people that he works with. Communication is a huge part of the King of Wands. But I find it interesting that we're moving into Leo season, and there's a big old lion back there, but that's just my opinion. So the thing is, if you take control of your life and you start working hard, you're going to find a lot of success. And the Three of Wands is about success. It's about success coming or going. It's you standing there and going, I have conquered that, or I will conquer that. Both of those are statements of success. They are. And the thing is, this is a card of saying, I'm looking at things from a higher perspective. I know success is here for me. Yeah. So we've got then the Hanged Man. This is such an awesome card. Now, I've been told before that this is a truth teller card. Okay, I can see that. Because if you look at things from a different perspective, if you look at something and just say, mouse, if you look at something and you just change your perception, change what it is, how you're looking at something, you could see a completely different picture. And it really could change the way that you think about a person, place, or thing. The Three of Cups coming in is that there's a reason to celebrate, or that you have a lot of support. And what I do love about this is that the seeds that you've planted are viable. They can be successful. You need to work hard. You need to see the success on the horizon. And if that takes changing your perspective or looking at things from a different way, it's going to be really great for you. It truly is. And it is, this has the Big Dipper right side up. And ever since I was a little girl, every time I've heard this, when you see the Big Dipper like that, that means that you're not losing financially. It means that you're not losing out. You're able to hold on to everything. That's a reason for like celebration, right? Then we move into the Five of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Sorry. The Five of Wands can mean several things. In this particular instance, I feel like this is taking a risk. I feel like the Five of Wands is telling you, you can take a risk on this. It could land you flat on your butt, but probably not, because you're working hard, you're thinking about things, you're working towards a goal, and I feel like you're going to get it. What I really like is that Knight of Swords is the fastest moving card in the tarot. Fastest moving card in the tarot. And him coming after this, after the Five of Wands, take a risk. take a risk. Yeah, it could be just like a total pain in the butt. But the thing is, if you don't conquer those negative thoughts, you'll just be coulda, woulda, shoulda-ing yourself for the rest of your life. You brought in some pretty solid energy from the previous month. Now recognize who you are. Look at things differently. You're moving in a fantastic, really a fantastic era for Life Path 11. And I want to remind you that the 9 vibration is about accepting endings that bring about new beginnings. So sometimes you do have to just say, okay, all right, I'll let go of this job because I know it's no longer serving me, so that I can find another one, or relationship, or car, or whatever person, place, or thing that you're attached to. Sorry. You know, you eat dinner and then... One more shuffle, I swear. Oh, I've torn a card. Great. Need a new deck. 2 of acorns. 4 shells. 6 of acorns. Okay. Love this. Okay. So the 2 of acorns is insight and focus. And I wish I could get this camera to focus. Seriously. Then we have the 4 of shells, which is soul searching and reevaluation. Then we have the 6 of acorns, which is success and triumph. Now, the 2 of acorns, insight and focus. All right. Like, moving outside of your comfort zone does require focus. It does. It does require, like, it does require some sort of insight to take the lead and say, okay, I do want this in my life. Take the lead in that and focus on it. Focus. The thing is it going to be perfect right out of the bag? No, it's not. It rarely is. I mean, the soul searching and reevaluation, maybe you do at some point or another have to step back and go, you know what? Thought this is what I wanted, but it wasn't. So we need to make a course correction. That is absolutely acceptable. And it brings you to a very successful place. It brings you to that place of triumph, that place of success that you've been looking for. Again, success. I love it. I think this is I think this could definitely be a very prosperous time for you. Despite the fact that we have 4 planets that's going to be retrograde at the end of July. I mean, whatever, you know, Pluto, Neptune, Saturn, and Mercury. It's like a lot. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that there's a place for you that is at the table of success. Yeah. Watch the seeds that you've planted. Make sure you nurture them. Thank you so much for joining me today, Life Path 11. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your month of July. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I have a show in my reviewed series that I just started doing again. So check out my reviewed at the round table. It is the reviewed Llewellyn's astrology calendars. They are my favorite. They are my favorite calendars, astrology calendar. So make sure you check that out. It'll be great. All right, Life Path 11. Until we see each other again, get out there and make your magic. Bye.